last game of the day. We've been treated to some fantastic football, and we got one more, and boy, is this one going to be a great match. Nick McVicker, Angelica Galuso here with you, and for this last match, it's CF Montreal senior squad against the Vancouver Whitecaps senior squad. This is filled with Canadian national team players and committed players for universities. I can't wait to see how this one plays out. We're going to have a lot of fun here.
Yeah, I'm really excited. The quality of the last game was really, really high, so I'm excited to see this senior group and what they bring to the table today.
Absolutely. And like just looking at the committed players from each side, Vancouver, 13 different players on their team have been committed to universities, whether it's in Canada or in the States. And on the Montreal side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 15 players across the two squads are committed to play at the university level as of now. There are some still yet to be determined. Some are still a couple years away. But this is going to be an entertaining match, and the Montreal faithful are here and loud once again. We saw it in the junior game, the seniors cheering them on. Now it's the juniors' turn to cheer on the seniors. This is going to be a fun one. Montreal going to get us underway here. Rossard, the starting striker, will kick us off, and we are underway in the final match of day one. We have 5 different Canadian national team players on the Montreal side in the starting 11. So you know there's going to be some quality, and it gets started quickly as Montreal looking to go forward, and that's stopped by Vancouver, and they're going to try to bring it out through the midfield. Their midfield duo of Sather and Martin, one of the 2 Martin sisters on the squad. And here comes the Whitecaps trying to send this forward, looking for the run of Kimwemwe. But this will roll into the back into Cisse, the keeper. Cisse, one of the 5 Canadian nationals on this Montreal starting 11, along with Nurani, Perrault, Van Doesburg, and Toser. Tarasco, my apologies. So lots of Canadian talent from our national program already on the pitch, and we could see many more coming. As this ball's played around by the Whitecaps. Down into the corner for Perrault, and it'll be a Montreal. It will be a Whitecaps throw in the end. Linesman corrected himself after the initial call. And this one is sent forward there by Okike. Sent forward once again, and ball's bouncing around in the midfield, but Sather ends up collecting it. Sends it out to the far side to Oching. She sends it back to Sather down the line. Beats her player. Gets this ball into the box, and it's going to end up on the far side on the foot of Yi. Yi looking to either get it into the box or get it across. Keeps it under control for now, and a good job there by the Montreal defender, and it will result in a goal kick for Montreal. Good challenge from both sides in that one. When you're going into a match against a team that you know has a lot of national program players like Montreal, does it change your mentality as the opposing team?
I try not to let it change my mentality. I try to just go at it like any other game, but you're definitely aware of who you're playing against, and you want to know what their tendencies are, where their strengths are, so that you can try to do the opposite and get around them. But it definitely is intimidating when playing against a squad with so much talent.
As Vancouver trying to play out of the back. Nice little move there by Mutupula. This is going to go out for a Whitecaps throw. Vancouver playing around the back once again. Martin sending it to the near side to Gibson. She can't control it, and now Montreal getting an opportunity to potentially break out. This one's sent down the line, unable to corral that, and now Whitecaps playing down once again. Here's Yi playing it into the middle, looking for Sather. Sather, one of the national program players for Vancouver. She was highlighted by the coaching staff before. All three midfielders were Blundell, Sather, and one of the Martin sisters, Maddie Martin. Last game we had the Ochukwu sisters, and now we have the Martin sisters for Vancouver. So,
weren't there sisters in the game before that as well?
yes, there was, and there was 2 Stewarts on the selects for the last game as well. So, sisters all over this competition as Vancouver brings it down. And this one's going to be played down the line and straight out of play for a Montreal throw. Montreal supporters are loud today. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of love it. This is great. This is the kind of support we want to see for the sport in our country. And the fact that they're here cheering on their senior counterparts is a fantastic thing. Is Martin challenge there, but keeps control of it. And a good job there in the midfield. And it's being sent forward. Here comes Montreal. They have numbers in the box, but an easy collect there from Venier to control that one. Good opportunity for Montreal there. And another one could come quickly as Broussard's shot is corralled. Venier doing a good job controlling that ball. And then here comes Whitecaps trying to break out once again, but can't get past Perreault. This one sent forward, intercepted. And a shot there. Ends up deflecting into the path of number 9, Broussard. And it will be a goal for the CF Montreal.
Another early goal. Every single game there's been an early goal.
Another early goal for sure.
And I think there was some confusion as to whether that was offside, but it took a deflection, so there was no offside. But I think the defense kind of stopped there.
Even if they hadn't stopped, it just fell right to the right person. And Montreal takes the early 1-0 lead in this one. Vancouver still trying to find that composure on the ball right now, and this one sent forward for Yi. Brought down by McKay. Sent out to this near side and under control. Here goes Broussard, the goal scorer, already back on the ball in the box. Narani trying to win the ball back deep in the Whitecaps' end. Lots of blue jerseys there, and they end up getting it, and it's Tarasco to play that one out, and we're going to get a corner kick for Montreal. Good response after their goal, didn't let up, and now they're getting another opportunity. Tarasco was the one who took that initial shot on the Broussard goal that got deflected. She's taking the corner kick here. Near post flicked on. That was number 14, Perreault, for Montreal. We also have a Perreault on Vancouver, so that'll be fun for me as well. Lots of duplicate names in this game. Montreal also has 2 McKays. Nice move there from McKay. Sent into the box, trying to find the run of Broussard, and Venier is able to collect that one. Montreal playing with a lot of pace to start this game, forcing a lot of plays, and a good challenge there from Nurani. And she does a good job again collecting that ball down the line. Cuts back, plays it into the middle, looking for Perot. But that's intercepted, and now here comes Martin carrying it through the midfield. Tries to cut it back to Blundell, but could not get there, and Montreal will finally be able to slow things down. Speaking to the Vancouver coaching staff before the game, they mentioned Blundell as their big goal scorer. She's playing in that 10 role, but is happy to take the opportunities as they show up. And here comes Montreal once again. They are not sitting on the back foot. This one sent in, and Broussard just offside. Official called that one quickly.
Yeah, Vancouver hasn't had the opportunity to really move the ball around yet, get settled, so I'd like to see what Blundell can do on the ball if they get her involved.
Well, the midfield three of her, Sather and Martin, were praised for their ability to slow things down and make the smart pass. So far, they haven't really been on the ball, any of them. The ball's been sort of kept to the outside of the field. So the three center mids haven't been able to do anything as Martin's taken down here. Kira Martin, the center back, gets us restarted, playing it forward to Sather. Sent out to this near side to Gibson. And back to Kira Martin. So sent forward, looking for Blundell. She sends it in behind. And a good cut back there by Perot. Ball still in play there. And now it's going to go out for a corner kick. Good opportunity here for the Whitecaps.
Really the first opportunity that they've had out in the box, so let's see what they do with this one.
Nice run there by Perot to get into that spot and allow herself an opportunity to potentially get the ball across. Good job by the Montreal defense to stop it. And now here comes Kira Martin to take the corner, the center back, sending the ball in both arms up in the air. Sent to the far post. Good climb there. Number 17, Yi, who got on the end of that one, ended up being a pretty easy collect there for Cisse. Yi beat down the line here by Nurani. She's still going. Gets the ball into the middle. A hard challenge there for both sides. No call from the ref. Probably rightfully so. Good job here by Montreal, forces Vancouver back once again.
Montreal's right fullback here, number 32, has been very active so far.
Absolutely.
She's done really well.
We've seen that a lot today from all of the clubs, the fullbacks getting up the field and being active on the attack, which is something that is becoming more apparent in the Canadian game. As this one's sent forward, this is Kim Wemwe. Sends it out to Yi, one-on-one with her defender. Tries to get this one into the box. Ends up on Kim Wemwe's foot, but she'll deflect that one just wide. Good opportunity there from the Whitecaps.
Yeah, I just realized I have acknowledged a fullback in every single game so far. I swear I'm not biased. They're playing really well today,
They've
and I think they're
very
involved in the attack from both sides. I think that's why they're standing out so much to me. Is just when one steps, the other one's holding, and they're doing a really good job of covering for each other.
And it's something that we've seen from the Canadian national teams, both men's and women's sides recently. That's how they seem to want to play. They want to get the fullbacks involved in the play. So being this national development centers, I'm not shocked that we're seeing that kind of play from these players. As this one's sent down the line, and here goes a run for McKay. She's got one defender on the outside and one person in the box, but she slips on the ball. Unfortunate there. Turf being the turf monster it is. This one bounces through to Broussard. She sends it out to LaRouche. And the Whitecaps are going to be able to clear this one. Yi down the line, beats Narani. Yi keeps control of it despite the hard challenge from Van Duesburg. It's going to be a Whitecaps free kick here. Kira Martin carries it into the midfield. Tries to send this one in behind the defense. Can't get it there, but Blundell does a good job forcing her body in front of the ball, and she's going to win a free kick here about 28, 30 yards out. Now we're starting to see Vancouver calm the ball a little bit, and they're controlling a little bit of the play, something that we talked about 5 minutes ago. It's starting to come to fruition here. Ref just getting everything lined up. Looks like Martin and Sather, two of the three midfielders, are standing over this one. And Vancouver looks like they're planning something here, as no one's behind the ball anymore. There's a conversation being had between the three center mids, as Blundell's the other one involved in that. She is the captain for this squad, so not shocking that she's involved in the planning process. Sather with the strike off of the touch, and easy collect there from Cisse off the deflection. This one's sent long, looking for La Roche. But it's the Whitecaps that come away with it down the line. It was Perot making that run. Be a throw in here for the Whitecaps after the ball bounced around a little bit. Oching quickly into Sather. Back to Oching. And go all the way back to Mutapula. This one's played down the line, looking for the run of Kimwemwe. She gets it in the box looking for Blundell, and this one's going to bounce out to the near side. Good chase there by Gibson. Another fullback getting involved in the play here. This one will go out for a throw. And it'll be a Whitecaps throw deep in the Montreal end. This is sent into Kimwemwe. She gets in the box. Tries to lay it off to Sather, but instead gives it away to Broussard. She's all alone against four Whitecaps defenders, and a good job there by Kira Martin to clear that one. Both strikers very active in the play so far. Broussard obviously getting the early goal, but Kimwemwe is a very dangerous player, it looks like, for Vancouver. Montreal bringing it forward. La Roche. To the near side here to Narani. Out to McKay. Back to Van Duesburg. Can't get the shot that she wanted away, but ends up getting it to her teammate, and it worked out temporarily, but it will be a free kick for the Whitecaps. Vancouver's starting to come into this game a little bit more, Angelica, and I'm interested to see how they are able to control the play for the next 5 or so minutes if they can.
Yeah, they're definitely starting to settle down. The press from Montreal has laid off a little, so they've had some time to move the ball around, but keeping in mind they're still down a goal, so how are they going to respond?
Kimwemwe with a good job there from the defender, Decombe. There will be a foul called, and Yi will win a free kick for her squad. Quickly played into the feet of Yi. She cuts into the middle and ends up fouling the Montreal midfielder. A little bit more physical match than what we've seen throughout the day, I would say, to start. But clean physical. Just hard challenges, which I think any true fan of the game loves to see. Anything that's clean but physical is always a good thing.
Yeah.
Gibson with the good intercept there. She keeps going, but McKay gets in the way of that. And there's a hard challenge there by Sather. That one, not as clean. But Montreal get reset really quick, and Decombe over to Okeke, into the feet of Van Doesburg. So that's blocked. And now Lacombe carried through the middle, sending it to the far side. Good touch there by La Roche trying to find Broussard, but an even better job by the defenders. This one played into the box, but Mutupula able to clear, trying to find Kimwemwe. As Blundell's header is intercepted. And now Montreal able to carry it under control. McKay sending it down the line here for Nurani. Nurani puts it into the feet of Tarasco. That one's sent to the far side, and it's going to be a goal kick. Montreal finding their way back into this one, now giving a little bit more pressure against this Whitecaps team who, for about 10 minutes, had complete control of the ball. Now it's all Montreal. Kira Martin being pressed here. Sends it to the far side. And a good job by Oching to readjust to that ball because it wasn't a perfect one. And Montreal's going to send it all the way back to Cisse. So we mentioned all the players who are committed to schools. A couple of them are committed to schools here in Canada. Sienna Gibson, the left back for the Whitecaps, and Olivia Gomez, who isn't in the starting lineup but is here. Both committed to UBC. Interesting to see that, seeing as, you know, they don't necessarily have to sign those same kind of letters here in Canada as they do down in the States. It's interesting to see that they've already agreed to sign with UBC.
Yeah, it's something that Canadian coaches and things are definitely trying to push more for. We want Canadian talent to stay in Canada and not feel like they have to go down to the States. So it's good to see. Just hope that the programs kind of build up as we progress.
Absolutely. As Vancouver has a nice set of passing there to get out to the far side. Oching carrying it up the right side, looking for that ball in behind for Kimwemwe. And she can't get on the end of it, but does win a throw-in for her side. Good job here by Chennai to keep possession for Montreal. And an even better job there by Perreault to win it back for Vancouver. Good battle down that far side of the pitch. As Kimwemwe intercepts this from Cisse, tries to get it across. She should have taken a look up. She had a bit of time. And Montreal's going to get away with this mistake. Gibson with the good intercept there. And a nice pass into the feet of Yee. Too many blue jerseys, though, to connect on that one. Now it's Maddie Martin. Gibson does a good job again to get in the way. She's brought down, and it's going to be a free kick for Vancouver deep in Montreal territory. Good job there by Sienna Gibson to really force that play down this near side. Ends up winning not only the ball a couple times, but winning a free kick for her side deep in Montreal territory in a very dangerous spot. The official counts off the 10 yards. Every official does it differently. As this one is played in. Good job by Cisse to get a hand to it, and unfortunately for the Whitecaps, Perreault cannot get a foot on the far side. But they do win a throw-in. Oching to take. Gets it into Blundell. She turns her defender, tries to find somebody in the middle, but there's nobody there. Now Yi able to bring it down temporarily, but she's dispossessed, and now Montreal's going to have to try to build out of the back. Back to Descombes. Across to Perrault. Oching with the nice interception, and another one. She's still going forward, trying to get control of the ball. Montreal playing with fire near their own box right now. Played down this near side, and a poor touch there by McKay will result in a Vancouver throw-in. And it will be a corner kick right after, so Kiera Martin will head into the corner to take this one. They've had a few corner kicks already, Vancouver. Let's see if this one will result in anything. It's a very back and forth game. Haven't seen that throughout. Usually one team has been controlling this day, but this one's very much back and forth at this point. As Martin takes this one. Good job by Cisse to get up and get it, and that hit the wire. So it will be a Montreal free kick. And that's the first time it's happened in this game, so nobody knew what to do.
Yeah, the quality of this game is definitely a big difference from the first game we saw today, being the junior game. I think both teams are more even. You see a lot more individual skill and just more soccer smarts, I think. We're seeing more smarter decisions being made, and it's a really even, good game so far.
Absolutely agree, as this one's intercepted by Perrault. She carries it into the box, looks for Blundell, but a good interception there by Perrault on the other team to get Montreal started the other way. Okeke looking for a play. She passes it back to Cisse. Back to Okeke. And that pass is going to go out of play for a Whitecaps throw. This one's played into the feet of Blundell. She passes it out to the far side to Perrault. And she's challenged, and the ball will go out of play off Chennai for another Whitecaps throw. Slowly moving down that far side. Blundell trying to control this one. She ends up getting around her defender, but the ball did go out of play, and it'll end up being a goal kick. I know we talked about Kiera Blundell being the goal scorer for this Whitecaps team. That was what the coaching staff mentioned beforehand. I've been very impressed with their out-and-out striker, Joy Kimwemwe, who has been involved in pretty much every dangerous attack for their squad so far. And the Montreal voices are being heard once more. Bouncing around in the midfield area, and here's Sather. Passes it back to Mutapula. As the ref handles the ball there. That'll be a free kick for Vancouver. Don't see that very often. Usually they are pretty quick to get out of the way, but right call made. And now here comes Montreal, building out of the back once more. They're going to send this one long. Looking for the feet of Broussard. And it's Sather to Mutapula. Gets it out to Oching. Back to Mutapula. And that interception there is off Tarasco. Into Perrault. Here's Maddie Martin. And now Gibson running at the defender. Two defenders on her. Good job by Yi to cover up. Blundell. Yi with the quick shot, and Cisse able to push this one just wide of the post. Tried to catch that one, but it was a good shot regardless.
Good decision. Loose ball.
And we get yet another Whitecaps corner kick. In the final 10 minutes of the first half here, plus stoppage time, of course. As this one's played short to Gibson. She plays it to the far post, looking for Blundell. And Kimwemwe can't control that one. Blundell trying to bring it into the box once again. Can't do that either. And now Montreal will get a chance to try to clear their lines. And they'll bring it all the way back to Cisse. This one sent long and out of play for a Whitecaps throw. Early goal in this one has Montreal leading 1-0. But the Whitecaps have controlled a lot of this second half of the first half and are really pressing to find an equalizer here. This one's played into the middle. Perot sends it out wide, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Whitecaps. Oching to take. Oching trying to find a teammate, can't, but gets the ball back anyway. Blundell looking for the run of Maddie Martin, does a nice turn there. Just too many blue jerseys around here. And now Montreal can finally break out. Good job on the near side here by Narani to bring it down. And now they play out the side. I apologize, that's Chanel who played that one down the line, and a good job by the defender Gibson to usher that one out to play. Looks like Shania has switched to this near side with Nurani down the far side. And this one's knocked down, and Kira Martin able to clean it up. Gibson plays it into Yee, does a good job getting it back to Maddie Martin, and then into the feet of Blundell. Blundell can't control it, and now here comes Montreal the other way. Kira Martin does a good job winning that one, and Blundell looking for the run of Yee, but Yee was coming back showing for the ball, unfortunately. Lots of action in this one. Some very good movement from both sides. Broussard was dropped very deep back. Nice move around two defenders. And she plays it down the wing for La Roche. La Roche gets into the box looking for the cross, and a great job there by Mutepula to clear that one. Perot brings it out to this near side. Decombe sends it back out to Okeke, who returns the favor. And they'll be happy to just keep possession here along the halfway line.
Montreal does a really good job of spreading the whole field, using their space and moving the ball going from side to side.
Here they come down the near side. Tarasco trying to find an opening. Chennai in the box, and Vancouver's just going to clear it. Gibson is in some pain down this near side. The fullback, who's had a fantastic match so far, is down on the field. And there will be a free kick here for the Whitecaps. She looks like she picked up a knock in the leg. I'm not sure if it's lower leg or if it's upper leg, but unfortunate there because Sienna Gibson has had a fantastic match so far. Coaches calling their teams to the sideline to get a little bit of instruction going. As Sienna Gibson is ushered off by the trainer. It looks like there's going to be a substitution.
If I may add a comment, I am really loving the amount of active female coaches we have on the side for all the teams here today. I know it is now mandatory for female coaches to be on the bench for women's teams, but I see them active, they're involved, they're giving instruction, and I just love to see that. I think Canada has really grown its women's programs, and it's amazing to see.
I 100% agree, and I think for this Vancouver team as well as both the Canadian select teams, I think both the head coaches for all of them were women for today's matches, which is fantastic. We love to see that. As we get restarted here. This one's played back, and Sather's able to get it back. Martin now looking to clear. As Perreault and Broussard come together, and it'll be go out for a corner kick. So a little bit of line shuffling here for Vancouver as Perreault has dropped back into a more defensive role. Oching has come to the near side to play left back. Kimwemwe has pushed out to the far side as this one is short and blocked by the first line of defense. And this is going to go out for a goal kick. So lots of movement off of the one substitution for Vancouver. This one brought forward here by Mutapula. She loses that one, and the Whitecaps are going to end up clearing regardless. This is sent looking for the run of Kimwemwe. She's able to get it after Montreal intercepted the original pass, and now Montreal carrying this one forward. They send it to this near side. Under control in the attacking third. Trying to find a return run. That was Tarasco's ball, but the Roche unable to get there, and it'll be a goal kick. This ball's played back, and now Montreal gets it under control. Broussard gets it to Tarasco, trying to find the runner Broussard once again. Can't. Mutapula with another good challenge. And now Martin able to get it under control. Blundell carrying it through the midfield, looking for the run of Yee. Nurani chasing back, and this one's just going to go out for a goal kick. Just a couple minutes left in this first half here as Cisse gets ready to take the goal kick. The Canadian national team keeper trying to get everybody set up, and she'll play it short to Decombe. Decombe once again back to the near side to Nurani. Nurani carries it into the midfield, and she's going to get through. Great run here from Nurani. She continues forward. Broussard into her feet, looking for the play out. And they get it to this near side, to the feet of McKay. McKay's ball played across, finds Broussard, and Broussard's header is just no power onto that one, but a great play there from all three lines. Nurani's run into the middle, really opened that up for McKay to be open on the near side.
It was a perfectly placed ball, cross in, really well done.
And this one's now sent forward. A good job there by the defender Descombe to bring it under control and get Montreal reset. This one's sent into the midfield, and a good attempt there by Tarasco to bring it under control, but it's going to end up at the feet of Oching. Now she's got some space on this near side, carrying it through the middle, passes it out to the side to Yi. Yi takes her defender on, puts a good cross in, and a good effort there by Cisse, but no touch there, and we will be getting a goal kick. Gonna have 2 minutes of added time here, as indicated by our officials. Cisse getting everything ready. And again, we saw this in the junior game. Montreal loves to play out of the back, almost to a fault, because Cisse isn't even pretending like she's going to play it deep. At some point, do Vancouver make an adjustment, do you think? As Broussard plays this one forward, La Roche on the run, one-on-one, and she tries to play it back. Broussard cannot get a hold of it, and that's a dangerous ball there. Broussard gets it under control. Tarasco trying to figure out a way to get this one into the box. One-on-one with Maddie Martin, and this one's played right into the keeper's waiting arms. Venier done a good job in this first half, keeping her team under control. That's sent forward, and a good job there from the midfielder. And now it's sent out to Nurani. Nurani, defended by Yi, tries to play it down the line to McKay, and Oching able to get there first. Yi, defended by Nurani, good job there. And a hard challenge. That was a tough fall there for Nurani. She's catching her breath for a second. Luckily for her, she is the one who usually stays back for Montreal in these plays anyway, so doesn't have to get involved. Tarasco's ball played to the far post, and it's a good header opportunity, but offside there. That was Descombe once again getting involved. Just ran a little too early on that one. Coming up to the end here, if you're the Whitecaps coaches there, Angelica, what are you telling your team at halftime?
I think there will be some changes, whether that's tactical or personnel. I think they do need a little bit of motivation and momentum up front. We haven't seen much of an attacking presence the last 10 or 15 minutes. So whether that's the front line or the midfield line, just some sort of change in attack, I think, is what they're missing right now.
And that will do it for our first half here. Entertaining first half, back and forth first half. Early goal there for Montreal, and they take the 1-0 lead into halftime. We're going to take a break. On the other side, we will recap what happened in the first half and get you set up for the second 45 here from Mattamy Sports Park. Welcome back to Mattamy Sports Park here in Mississauga for the NDC competition here. Game 4 of Day 1, Vancouver, CF Montreal. And it's been a doozy so far on the senior side. We've seen some very great individual play. We've seen some great team play. And Montreal leads 1-0 at the half, but Vancouver gets us started here quickly in the second half. No substitutions at halftime for either squad that we can see. So we're going to go with that as of right now. The substitution in the first half for Vancouver, Kaylee Hunter came on and is now playing striker. And here comes Broussard down the right side for Montreal. Tries to get that cross into the box, and it's going to be a corner kick as Broussard gets the fans going, waving her hands up and down, trying to get them to make some noise. It really does make a difference when you have that support behind you. It can really get a team going.
Yeah.
And there they are, the Montreal fans following up and contributing to the atmosphere. It's a short corner taken, and a good job by Vancouver to clear that one out quickly. Shania trying to get that one in, and Broussard gets on the end of it, and she scores! A great play there by Esther Broussard, and she picks up her second goal of the match already. And Montreal takes an early second half 2-0 lead.
Really interesting there. I thought the goalie was stepping out. Did you see it better than I did? It looked like everybody just kind of froze except for her.
The goalie came out, everyone else didn't move. Broussard was wide open though on the far side, and it was one of those ones that just took a weird deflection, and then it was a cross in that no one was expecting, and it caught all the defenders flat-footed. And unfortunately for the Whitecaps, it results in a goal against. Actually, I'm wrong. There was a substitution at halftime. Number 26, Olivia Gomez, is now playing down that left side. And this one's played into the box, looking for that run of Hunter. She can't control it. Perot was taken off at halftime, and Oching was switched back to her more comfortable right side. Montreal keeping control of the ball. They'll be happy to just control it for the rest of the game if they could. I don't foresee that happening, of course, but good move there. And now they get to this near side for Shanae, who tried to play that one down the line but could not keep it in. And it'll be a Vancouver throw. It was a bit of an interesting goal, that one. Something looked a little off for that Vancouver side. The goalie did take a step out, but she took a step towards the middle as opposed to taking a step towards the ball. I think that was what caught her off. As this one's played over the top, Hunter looking to get on the end of it, but can't.
Yeah, from here it looked like she could have grabbed it or should have came out, but I'm sure our perception's much different from over here than it is down there.
Us sitting at half at the table, I think our perception's a little bit different. But no, she definitely did. She looked like she took a step out and then second guessed it and stayed where she was. But it caught her flat-footed, and Broussard did a great job sneaking it in that near post.
Yep, nobody was marking her, so defenders at fault as well.
In that scenario, I almost say the defenders are more at fault, because if the goalie's not close to 100% sure, that means the defender should be there anyway.
Yeah. It's miscommunication, breakdown all around. Let's see if they can respond here.
Yes, I still haven't seen them respond just yet, so waiting for that at the moment. But Montreal happy to control the ball and send it long. There goes Gomez trying to give chase and make sure this one goes out of play. This one's sent into Blundell. She's defended well there by Dicombe. This is sent forward once again for Montreal. Good job here from the Whitecaps to pass out of pressure. And they're going to bring it to this near side to Oching. Oching carrying it down this near side. Nice ball through to Kim Wemwe. She drops it off to Hunter, who gets around, and the ref says no foul on that one.
Really good build-up play to create something, though. That's the first time we've seen that this half for Vancouver. So
that was the first time we've really seen them open up that Montreal defense, as Martin is going to win a throw-in for her side. When Vancouver can force Montreal to defend wide, that's when they've been having the most success, even in the first half.
Or anything just out of position, really. Like, that came from a run behind the defender. Like, they didn't pass her off, and she was just wide open. So
nice turn there by Yi, trying to get this one into the box, but an even better block by Okeke. And now Montreal controlling the ball in the middle of the park. And a good battle there. That was a fantastic battle between the two number 7s, McKay and Sather. As that pass is not strong enough, and it's played down the near side to Broussard. She gets it taken off her foot by Tarasco, and that strike is in. Liana Tarasco adds a third, and Montreal is taking control of this match, 3-0 up.
It was poor pass, poor decision, and they capitalized.
But you know what? I like this right here. Kira Blondell just called her entire team into the center. As the captain, she's not yelling. She's bringing everybody in and saying, let's get focused. Let's reset. This game is not over.
So a lot of time in the second half. So I like to see the leadership showing up even at this age and just trying to calm us down and take control.
But 2 quick goals in this second half, and Montreal now has a stranglehold on this game, 3-0 up. Really, Vancouver needs to just get something to compose themselves so that this doesn't get really out of hand. There's a battle for the ball down in the corner, and it will end up being a Whitecaps free kick. This one's sent forward for the run of Hunter. She's giving chase, but a good job by Descombe to get it back to her keeper. Yi pressing. Shania. And it'll end up back with the keeper once again. So this ball's played forward, and a not exactly easy ball to control there. But a good job by Montreal to keep it under control. Two different game plans at this point in the game. Montreal happy to kill the game, happy to slow it down. Vancouver really needs to get something going quick. Oching. Martin now down the right side. Tries to get that one in, but a good job by Okeke to keep it away from the middle of the box. And she does a good job ushering this one out of play. As we get an opportunity now to take a look at the second goal here. This one was just played in, and the second ball bounced out to the far side. The goalie took a step out, but didn't come up far enough, and it's an easy finish for Broussard, who is one of their most prolific strikers in the Montreal program. Montreal back underway here. This one sent long, looking for the run of La Roche. But Whitecaps get possession, and now Blundell with it at her feet. Good job there by Descombe to force her out of possession. They're going to play it out to this near side to Shinag. This one's played a little bit too far, and Vignier brings it under control. It's sent forward looking for Yi, but it'll drop to Blundell. She'll play it out to the far side to Kimwemwe. Kimwemwe holds it up, tries to find her teammate. They bring it back, and now it's Maddie Martin. Over to Sather. Sather to Oching. Oching's cross into the box. Hunter's there, but a good job by Descombe. Blundell, Kimwemwe there. Now they drop it back to Martin. She can't get a shot away either. Kimwemwe can't get a shot away. And now, what's the call here? Looks like it's going to be a Montreal free kick. Good opportunity there for the Whitecaps, just couldn't capitalize on that one. Blundell with the interception, and now Yi has it down the right side. Yi looking to get this one into the box, carries it. Nice little cut there, a second cut. A good chance there, good save there by Cisse though, to collect that one for Montreal. Yi has the ability to be very dangerous. We've seen it a couple times. They need more of that from her in this second half if they want to get back in this one.
Yeah, she's had a good game so far. She did start out really strong in the first half. But more like what we just saw, I think, would be really helpful for them.
As this one's going to go out off of Hunter for another Montreal throw. Take a look at the third goal now, as you see Tarasco cut across and celebrates by heading straight to the bench to celebrate with her team. You gotta love the camaraderie of this Montreal side. And Montreal trying to do more damage. Tarasco sends it out to the far side and sent back across here looking for La Roche. She's going to try to keep it in, but it's just a little bit too far, and it'll roll out for a throw. It is interesting to hear this Montreal side communicate, because half the time it's in English, half the time it's in French. I figured it would be one or the other if they were going to be consistent, but they've been pretty consistent about going back and forth. Be a free kick here for the Whitecaps. Oching to take. Sends it forward, looking for the feet of Hunter, finds her. And she got it into Blundell, but she unfortunately stepped on the ball and lost that one. And Montreal's going to be reset all the way back with the keeper. Kimwemwe intercepts that errant pass, but Montreal does a good job to recollect it. Sather now in the midfield. Back to Martin. Nice control there by Oching. Vancouver trying to find some sort of control. And here's Maddie Martin with it now. Gets it into Yi. She's well defended and gives that ball up quickly. And now Montreal will try to get out as Chennai could not control it. Hunter, well defended once again, and here's La Roche. She goes back to the keeper. Across to the far side, nice move there by Descombe. And a hard challenge by the left back Gomez. And we're gonna get a substitution here for Montreal. La Roche will make way for Felicia Roy. 7, Nicole will make way for number 26, Natel El Mokbel. Tarasco has shifted out to the left side. Good try by Blundell to turn in the box. And here's Tarasco. Shania trying to get it down the line, cannot. And a good move by Yi. Gets around her defender. Now tries to try to get it into the box somehow, but she wins a throw in instead. They get it in quickly. Blundell carries this one and trying to get it across, trying to find the feet of Hunter, can't. Oching gets an opportunity, and the offside there is negated by the official, and Montreal's allowed to play on. Played forward once again, and it'll be an easy collect here for Cisse. Vancouver's going to need their big players to step up here, and their most creative players to step up as well. This one's played long, looking for Tarasco, trying to keep it in. It's played out of play. And Vancouver, the Vancouver defender, Mutapula, unable to make it through. It's Kimwemwe coming off with number 4, Emily Wong, entering the match. They moved Amy Blundell up to striker, and Kaylee Hunter out to the far side winger, with Wong entering that middle of midfield position. And here comes Montreal, trying to play the ball forward. Broussard just offside. Good call here from the official. As Sather gets this ball in the middle of the park, carries it to the left side, and passes it off to Gomez. Sather trying to look for the little chip to Hunter, can't. Broussard does a good job bringing that ball down. And now Tarasco sends it long, looking for the run of El Mokbel. She does a good job beating her player, cuts it across. The left-footed strike just a little bit too wide, and it'll end up being a goal kick. But another good opportunity there for Montreal. Vancouver gets it back in play fairly quickly, as they're slowly but surely running out of time to get back in this one. 3 Montreal defenders stop Hunter from going anywhere, and El Mokbel is the one who comes out with it. Sent all the way back to Cisse. Good job by Yi to force her into an uncomfortable pass. As it's sent forward once again. Kira Martin getting a foot on that one, and it's Maddie Martin winning the ball back for Vancouver. Gomez back to Martin. Into the feet of Sather. Sather looking for the next pass. Finds Yi. Back to Sather. And her pass is intercepted. And Broussard can't make the flick. Yi looking for another flick. And it's going to end up all the way back with the keeper. Cisse getting it out to Shania. Shania to Yi. Yi gets it into the box. Not a single Whitecaps player available for that one. And now here comes Montreal out the other side. Fans cheering them on the far side, and this ball sent down the line, looking for Nourani. Great track back as this one's played across, and Broussard unable to get on the end of that one, and a wholesale change is coming from Montreal. Shinai, Okeke, both coming off. Number 16, Evelyn McKay, enters the match. Number 20, Jasmine Lim as well. Lawrence LeBlanc entering. And Hossein Suku also enters the match. Whitecaps keep this one in, and now they're going on a run. Kaylee Hunter with the ball, trying to find her teammate. Vancouver is able to pass the ball fairly well until they get into the attacking third, and then the passing ability disappears, unfortunately, for them.
There's a really big disconnect between their lines, I think, so the forwards don't have much support. Like that cross we saw go across with no one on the end.
Kira Martin plays this one into the middle. Wah sends it forward. Now it's Kira Martin on it. She's going to be forced all the way back to her keeper. Oh Ching with a nice move there to get around her defender. Plays it into the feet of Yi. And Yi's fouled. And it'll be a free kick here for the Whitecaps. Quickly played into the feet of Yi. Yi's going to reset and get all the way back to her defender. And here goes a run. That's number 29, Hussein Suku, who pushes this one a little bit too far. But they're able to keep it in, but it is out of play for a goal kick. Good attempt there to keep it in by Montreal. Emma Yi making way here for the Whitecaps. Number 29, Katie Connell, entering the match. Kira Martin with a nice little move on her defender, but her pass is less than ideal. And now here comes Montreal again. Van Doesburg gives that one away. Now Vancouver trying to get something going as this one's sent out to the near side to Connell. She can't control it. Tarasco now on it. And she resets here. Lawrence LeBlanc, the new center back, wearing the captain's armband as well. And Vancouver scores back. So 3-0 down at this point in the match. You're obviously not going to give up in the game. Never give up. But the target has changed. You want to limit the difference. Try to get a goal. Try to get something going for your next match at this point.
I think, yeah, your mentality has to switch. It's maybe not winning the game at the very moment, but just focus on the next one. So what can you control to get one? And then once you get one, see how much the game changes. It's still very possible that they could score 3 goals in the time that we have left, but I think you just have to narrow down what you're focusing on to make it more achievable.
As El Mokbel does a good job cutting into the middle. That's her second nice run from that far side. But here comes Vancouver. Maddie Martin under pressure, looking for an outlet, finally gets it. This one's sent forward, trying to find Sather, cannot. And now Montreal brings it back, and they're going to go back all the way back and reset. Cisse brings it under control. Nice pass there to get out of it to Waugh. Waugh sends it forward. But Oching intercepts. And it's going to be a free kick for the Whitecaps. You can see the urgency has kind of left the Whitecaps, unfortunately. I think they're understanding what the situation is. But as we said, you can't give up in the game. Get some positivity moving forward into the rest of this competition, because this is an important competition, and in the end, results aren't as important as how you play. So keep playing hard, keep working on every little thing. As Blundell brings this one down, and it's blocked. Shouts of handball in the box, but the ref is saying no to that. This one's sent out to Kira Martin. Best stretch of play for a while here from the Whitecaps. As two players collide in the Montreal box, but no foul, obviously, as Montreal continues to play. Nice pass down the line here. And now here comes the overlapping run of McKay. The other McKay, Evelyn McKay. Beats them down the line and does a good job getting it into the box. As that's going to be an offside, as McKay was standing on the goal line. But you want to see some sort of momentum builder for their next match. That's kind of what I'm looking for from this Vancouver side. What about you?
I think there's still a lot of soccer left to play this week. Maybe this result was not the one that they wanted, but there's a lot to learn from this game, and I'm not sure if they'll be doing film or just chatting about what went wrong today and what they can do better. But
well, as we talked about it at the end of the first half, they did a really good job in the first half, after maybe the first 10 or so minutes of really controlling the game, forcing Montreal to defend. So there's a lot of good to come out of that half. This half, not as much, but there's still some good things that can come out of this. And you got to take that and move forward for the rest of this competition, because there is a ton of soccer left to play this week. Yeah, against very good competition.
With the games being so close together, you don't really have time to sit and be sad if you do end up losing a game, but you do just have to understand, take some time to learn what happened today, and then how you can adjust for your next game.
Well, the nice thing is that this Vancouver team they all play together all the time, so it's a little bit easier for them maybe to reset as Blundell gets an opportunity and Cisse pushes it wide. It might be easier for them to let the loss go and get prepped for a new game, as opposed to maybe, say, that Ontario team that we've been talking about, or the Canada Selects, who are an amalgamation of a bunch of clubs. These guys have played with each other all season. As the Whitecaps corner comes in, a little bit too far out, as all their players were going near to the net, not to the high part of the box. Montreal will be able to bring this one out. It's a hard challenge there on the far side, will result in a Montreal free kick. And they're going to take their time on this one. And I don't blame them. This one's played into the middle.
Montreal has definitely kept the energy up since their third goal, though. They haven't dropped off. They've kept the ball. They're composed. They're moving things forward, even though they've been defending.
As we get an opportunity here for the Whitecaps, but an easy save there on the Katie Connell shot for Cisse. Khadija Cisse has done a fantastic job in net for Montreal. Hasn't been tested too many times with difficult stuff, but every time she has been tested, she's been up to the challenge.
She had a few big saves in the first half off of set pieces.
And gave her team the confidence to move forward. And that's how we got to this 3-0 scoreline for those of you just joining us. Montreal 3-0 up. Goals from 2 from Broussard and 1 from Tarasco have salted this game away for Montreal as that clearance was a bit errant there from Cisse, but the short corner still got to get it into the box for Vancouver. A good run there from Kaylee Hunter. Tries to find a little bit of space. Opens up, gets a good shot. But unfortunately right at Cisse. Not really troubling her too much because she was in a good spot. And I mean, sometimes that's the difference. A good goalkeeper being in the right position can make more saves than a great goalkeeper who's constantly out of position. And Cisse, the national team keeper, played with the national team. It shows. She's been composed back there for Montreal. Good job by Vancouver to press this corner. Connell doing a great job to keep it in and force the play. And her and Oching win a free kick for the Whitecaps. And instead of letting her take the kick, they've allowed Kira Martin into the box. She's one of the taller players on this Vancouver team, but she's been taking most of the corners and free kicks. So a good opportunity for her. This ball's played, blocked on the near post. Still got to get the ball into the box if you're Vancouver. Try to just create chaos in that box area. But finally, Montreal is able to clear. And Vancouver will reset once again. Katie Connell, nice move there. Plays down the line, looking for Oching. This one's cleared out by Khadija Cisse. Now here comes Montreal. They have the numbers forward if they rush. They don't need to rush, thankfully, but I love the communication from the head coach. He wants them to keep chasing this game. It's going to be a free kick here by the Whitecaps. He wants them to keep chasing this game. That's a coach who knows that he has to keep the players' energy up, and that's tough to do.
Yeah, I think when you're up by a few goals, it's easy to let up and just hold the ball at the back, but a coach that keep encourages you just keeps motivating you to go forward.
This one's sent long. But Montreal the first to it, and they'll bring it down trying to clear their lines. Narani carrying it out the right side. And Kaylee Hunter with a good job ushering her out of play. Quick throw into Blundell. Does a good job getting it under control and playing it back and they finally get it into the box, but again, no Whitecaps player can get on the end of it. And that's been the story of the game so far. Every time that ball goes into the box, there's just no one there to get it. Nice hard challenge there, and ref says play on. And now it's back to Cisse once more. And that ball sent long by Khadija Cisse. A good run here, and Tarasco's going to end up on the end of it. She cuts inside, takes another stretch, trying to look for that far post. El Mokbel with the left-footed curler. And it's kept in on the far side. Now Tarasco ends up with it once again. Sent out to this near corner here. McKay trying to, with the help of Tarasco, trying to get it into the box. That pass finds nobody, but Montreal able to control it once more. McKay into the feet of Wah. She gets it out to Tarasco, but Tarasco is offside. Vancouver gets reset once again really quick, and now it'll go right out of play. Want to get it restarted, and that's going to be a handball for Montreal, and Vancouver will once again try to get reset quickly. And they do. Playing it back now into the feet. Good run there by Kaylee Hunter in behind while staying on side. And a good job by Descombe to win that challenge in the box. Got about 5 minutes left in this one. As Blundell's able to get her head to it. Kaylee Hunter back on it. Puts in the post, near post cross, but a good collect there by Cisse. Long throw to the far side. Now Mokbel loses it to Gomez. Now Gomez going to try to carry this one in, get it into Kaylee Hunter. Hunter lets it go. Connell drops it off, and what a shot there. That was Maddie Martin on the strike. And a good touch off the crossbar for Cisse.
Definitely their best opportunity this game.
Good opportunity there for sure.
Goalie just got a hand on that.
I don't know if it would have gone in if she didn't, but regardless, sometimes you just got to get a hand to that for confidence purposes. This one comes to the near side from the corner. Kaylee Hunter on it. There's a good move there on Waugh. And a great sliding challenge there. And a nice move. But can't control the second one there. Oching into the feet. And now here comes Descombe. Carrying it through the middle. And a fantastic challenge there by Sather. Waugh gets it back to LeBlanc. Carrasco brings it down. Waugh. Back to LeBlanc. He goes out to the far side. That's Van Doesburg, one of the few players who's played the entire match so far for Montreal. Good job by Kira Martin to try to get through, but too many blue jerseys in front of her and not enough support from the team in white. That one sent long, and getting on the end of it there was number 20, Jasmine Lim. That secondary pass there. Connell could not get on the end of it. Carrasco in the Lim, and they're going to go all the way back once again. Cisse. And a good ball played in mind, looking for the run of Lim. But Venier does a good job coming out to collect that one as a keeper. Kaylee Hunter pressing for the Whitecaps, and she does a good job to force them back. But Montreal able to build out that far side.
Who's been a standout player for you on Montreal's side?
I've been really impressed with Descombe, the center back. Every time the ball's been anywhere near the box, she's been the name that I've been calling. So for me, someone like that has been a fantastic addition to this team. Broussard was a menace when she was on the field as well. So I'll go one on the defense, one on the offense. Broussard and Descombe are my two nominees for player of the match for Montreal. Anyone you want to add to that? Or
I would honorary mention the keeper. She's had a great game, but I think I agree with you. They've had, I really liked the right fullback in the first half. I'm not sure if she's still on that far side.
Nirani. She was very good, yes.
Yeah. There's a lot of great individual efforts.
This one will be offside. Well, yes, lots of great individual efforts, as you were saying.
And even on the Whitecap side, the midfield unit has been really good together. I think it was just that final third that they were missing today.
This one bounces around in the Montreal side. It's going to end up on this near side. Played along to Tarasco. She'll bring it back to LeBlanc. Cisse trying to It's set. Now this one's flicked on for Tarasco. She's in behind the defense. Oching chasing. Great job there by Oching to get back and stop that attack. And ends up getting a throw in for her squad and the end of it. For Vancouver, Kira Martin has been fantastic in the back. Obviously, it's hard to say that when you're down 3-0, and when I say down, I mean the final 3-0. So that will do it. Our referee draws an end to this match. Montreal takes full advantage of their showcase opportunity here. Broussard with 2 and Tarasco with the 3rd. And Montreal will take a 3-0 victory into day 2. It's been a fantastic day of matches here at the Mattamy Sports Center, and I've been really impressed with every single player that we've seen on this pitch. What about you?
Absolutely. There's been a lot of high-quality players out here today, a lot of great team play. So it's a really good opening day for the rest of the week. I'm excited to see what else they come out with.
We'll be back Wednesday with day 2 action from this competition. You will not want to miss it. We thank you for watching, and we will see you then.